Check 1, 2, check 1, 2, check 1, 2.
By the 50-yard line. Okay. Yeah, and then I think this is the photographer. So actually, you know, he's taking the photo. Excuse me, are you the photographer for the event? Do you know where they're going to end for the photo, where you're taking the photo?
I can't tell you for sure, but probably somewhere between the 50 and like the 35-yard line.
Okay.
Right in this box. So,
Cool. Perfect. Thank you.
It's kind of all, it's going to happen how it happens.
It's going to happen how it happens? Okay, cool. We can hang out here for now, because once they start walking, we're going to basically be trying to get the photo when they take the photo.
Oh, that's all I have to do?
I'm trying to figure out. Oh, really? Raj, are you up there? What are you looking for in terms of the handheld? Do you just want us to mostly focus on when they take the photo, or do you want to get the whole walk? No, we're fine. We're fine. I'll fill the new stuff.
Okay. Tighter position.
Yeah, we'll adjust those once we see them kind of line up and stuff.
Okay. Because I don't... Because just looking at this, I think I don't know
where they're up there. Is that the same? Those are the scenes.
Along with their parents and family members. Wearing number 9, striker and captain Keegan Maxwell. Accompanied by Miss Daly and his 10th grade biology and 12th grade anatomy teacher, his parents Sarah and Joe, his stepmom Anna, and his sister Molly. Before we go any further, I'd like to introduce senior managers Will Grable and Daniel Elkman. The coaches and players thank you for your support and dedication to the team. Let's hear a big hand for the managers. Wearing number 5, defender and captain Nolan Koopman, accompanied by Mr. H, his 10th grade biology teacher, his parents Seville and Jonathan, and brother Lucas. Wearing number 99, goalkeeper and captain Shane Newton, accompanied by Terry Alexander and Michael Vitale from Arlington Children's Center After School. His parents Carmen and Thomas, brother Roland, sister Hallie, and friend Emily. Wearing number 2, defender Rohan McCollum, accompanied by Miss Williams of AHS Math Education Special Programs, his parents Donna and Peter, his Vida, Mira, and brother Cuddy. Wearing number 3, defender Colin Bailey, accompanied by Miss Lee, his AHS Spanish teacher, his parents Mara and Chris, and brother Sam. Folks, let's hear it for these seniors. More time. Wearing number 4, defender Todd Stalker, accompanied by Mr. Jackson, his 5th grade teacher from Harvard, his parents Ann and Sonic, sister Asha, and brother Devon. Wearing number 7, midfielder Fernando Barrientos-Sandoval, accompanied by Mr. H, his 10th grade biology and 12th grade anatomy teacher, his parents Alex and Elia, grandma Yaya, and brother Diego. Wearing number 6, Nathan Dobro, accompanied by Mr. Bennett, his 11th grade chemistry teacher, his parents Carla and Matt, and sister Ava, who could not attend. Wearing number 10, forward Sam Neal, accompanied by Miss Coogan, his AP stats teacher, his parents Gabriella and Sean, and sister Sophia, who is away at college. Let's go see it for these 35th grade players as well. Wearing number 11, Leon Pinar, accompanied by Miss Arevalo, his 10th and 11th grade Spanish teacher, his mom Gabrielle and brother Gaspard, his dad RP, who could not attend. Wearing number 13, defender Neil Patel, accompanied by Mr. H, hearing multiple units tonight. His 10th grade biology teacher, his mom Heidi, stepmom Lauren, dad McCool, sister Alita, and brother Thatcher. Wearing number 14, forward, Max Chernovia, accompanied by Mr. Bennett, his 11th grade chemistry teacher, his parents Maria and Max, and sister Julia. Wearing number 19, forward Simon Miller, accompanied by Mr. Will, Director of Cardiac Pursuit. His parents, Amy and Brett, and sister Zoe, who is away at college. Wearing number 22, defender Alex Burke, accompanied by Mr. Durasa, his 10th grade English teacher, and his parents Deb and Jim. Wearing number 17, forward Owen G, accompanied by Mr. H, his 10th grade biology teacher, his parents Nan and Leanne, and brother Luke. Wearing number 0, goalkeeper Aaron Kazan, accompanied by Mr. Peirce, his 11th grade math teacher, his parents Ina and Roger, brother Robbie, and sister Ellie. And finally, number 00, goalkeeper Max Mulvey, accompanied by Professor Foley, his AHS Latin teacher, his parents Lisa and Christopher, grandparents Jimmy and Andy, and sisters Ellie and Tessa. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for this most excellent and accomplished class of young men. One final congratulations to Coach Yagio in his 26th year of being head coach of this program.
Are they going to be practicing for a little bit longer? Okay.
you're off right now.
Check. Can you all
Got
hear
you.
me?
Yep. Can you hear me?
All right.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yep. Good enough.
Perfect. All right.
Welcome to Arlington Peirce Field at Arlington High School. And this season for the Arlington boys varsity soccer. Let's go Pandas! We are going to announce the starting lineups for both teams tonight as the Ponders face off against the Watertown Raiders. Give Watertown a second to jog on over there. And I will say, for any of the Raiders whose names I mispronounced, I do apologize. Bear with me. Starting for the Raiders, we have number 1, junior Declan Chaperin. Number 3, junior captain Ethan Shrestha. Number 4, senior Pietro March. Number 6, senior Gavin Foley. Number 10, senior captain Aiden Anker. Number 11, junior David Hughes. Number 12, senior captain Evan Kirk. Number 17, senior Tristan Galino. Number 18, junior Joaquin Salvi. Number 23, freshman Dara Brennick. Number 27, senior captain Sam Shea. The Raiders are coached by Frank Casilla and assisted by Milton Contreras, Alex Abrahamin, and Robert Danielin. Again, sorry for any mispronounced names. And now the moment a lot of parents in the bleachers have been waiting for about 12 or more years, the starting senior lineup for the Arlington Spy Ponders. Number 2 from Hardy Elementary, Rohan McCullough. Number 3 from Gallen Elementary, Colin Rayleigh. Number 6 from Bishop Elementary, Nathan Dobro. Number 7 from Bishop Elementary, Fernando Barrientos-Sandoval. Number 10 from Stratton Elementary, Sam Neal. Number 11 from L'École Jean Monnet in Belgium, Leon Pinard. Number 19 from Hardy, Simon Miller. Number 22 from Gowan Elementary, Alex Burke. And the captain for Arlington, number 5, captain from Brackett Elementary, Nolan Koopman. Number 9 from Audison Middle School, Keegan Maxwell. And number 99, captain from Bishop Elementary, Shay Newton. And of course we have the manager from Brackett, Will Grayball. The The Ponders are coached by Lance Yaggio. Let's have a great game. Congratulations to all the seniors on the field tonight. And again, go Pondas.
Good evening, everybody. A pleasant good evening to you. Welcome to everybody globally around the world who is here watching and listening to today's Middlesex League matchup between your Arlington Spy Ponders and the Watertown Raiders. We're here at Warren A. Peirce Field. Today is Wednesday, October 15th. It is 6:15 p.m. and tonight we've had a lovely senior night activity. We've announced their names, but we're going to go ahead and do it again, Josh.
All right, Alex, let's see if I can mess up some names for the Raiders again.
Second time's a charm.
Second time's the charm. So we've got Tristan Galino, Joaquin Salvi, Dara Brennick, who I remember is a freshman, which is impressive, Sam Shea, Declan Chapron, Ethan Shrestha, Pietro Marks, Gavin Foley, Aiden Anchor, David Hughes, and Evan Kurth. So a strong team, I think, as the Raiders sort of as we look for the Arlington starting lineup. The Raiders, Alex, as we will be talking 6-0-7, having a great season.
We're going to dive into all sorts of juicy tidbits.
All right, and then the seniors, the starting senior lineup, special senior night here. We've got Rohan McAuliffe, who we've seen a lot starting in the back, Simon Miller, Nolan Koopman, one of the captains, Nathan Dobro, Fernando Barrientos-Sandoval, Keegan Maxwell, Sam Neal, Leon Pinard, who I learned went to L'École Jean Monnet in Belgium from his brother Gaspard earlier, Colin Rayleigh, Alex Burke, and it looks like Max Mulvey is starting, although we may have Shea coming into Shea Newton might be.
That's a clerical mistake, Josh. That's my fault. I put in Max Mulvey. We will be seeing him today, but Shea Paletti Newton is definitely the starter. My apologies, Josh, and also to all listening. Folks, your Arlington Spy Ponders come in at 10-1-1 overall, with 41 goals for and 9 against. They average 3.5 goals a game, and they give up 0.75 goals a game. They are ranked 23rd as of October 14th in the Division I Massachusetts Interscholastic rankings. They are currently 10-0-1 in the Middlesex League, good enough for first place ahead of Lexington. In their last 3 games, Josh, they've been on the road, and they've gone on business trips, and they've taken care of business against Lexington, Reading, and Melrose to a tune of a 3-0 record and an aggregate score of 7-1. The Watertown Raiders, they are 9-0-7 overall, with an aggregate of 42 goals for and 20 against. An average of 2.6 goals a game and letting in 1.25. So it's the goals may fly. We'll see. I have a prediction, and I'm sure you do too. They are 5-0-6 in the Middlesex League, good enough for 3rd place behind Lexington and Arlington. They're 2-0-1 in their last 3 games. And Josh, the thing that kind of leaps out to me is I'm sure you experience the same emotion, but this team is actually undefeated.
They are undefeated. It's and this is a really good sign for the Watertown program, Alex. I know traditionally they've been the first game of the season for the Spy Ponders, and the Spy Ponders have handled them traditionally. So, a really very strong showing for the Raiders right now, who are ranked. I think it's 15 in D3, right?
That's right, 15th in Division 3.
Yep.
And the division they're separated by the size of the school, not necessarily the size of the character or the size of the skill of the players.
And so which at 15 right now, if they continue to play the way they have, they've locked a home match in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, and Josh, if things stay the same for the Spy Ponders, which they won't, they still have this game and 3 others, but they would be traveling to Concord Carlisle in the first round.
Ooh.
Josh, they have 10 common opponents. Arlington being 9-0-1 against those teams, and Watertown 4-0-6. A couple things to note here of those many ties, which we'll continue to talk about. Watertown managed to tie Lexington, a highly ranked team, 1-1, and then they went ahead and tied Wilmington, which was a surprise to me. So that's a result I would expect a team of high quality to do a little better with. And away we go.
And with Watertown on the ball.
Last year, Arlington's through the program were 3-0 against Watertown. All varsity, JV, and freshman team all won 1-0, 6-2, and 4-0.
And here, right here, Keegan,
right
Sam
away to
Neal
Keegan
with a
over
quick
the top.
ball to Keegan. Keegan's got the break, takes a quick shot, and great save by the keep, diving off to his right.
Write it down, 39-34. You know, I like to mark when those saves happen. That was a great save by the keeper, a great play by Arlington.
Arlington looking for a quick corner, but
maybe a sign of things to come.
So Samson and Keegan into the box here for the corner. Sam Neal taking the corner here. Good entry, goes far and over everybody. Looks like that's going to be a throw in for Watertown. So lots of action, less than a minute in, Alex.
Yeah, the AI minute, Josh. Are you ready?
All right, let's hear it.
Okay, Arlington win probability 65%, draw 25, Watertown win 10%. Expected scoreline 2-1. And I have my prediction. I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw, Josh. That's what I think after thinking about this game. Do you have a prediction? Are you willing to come forth?
I'm going to say it's going to be a 3-1 win for Arlington is my prediction. Talking to Varsity-Sandoval, who just played for the JV squad right next door. Their game is finished already. Do you know how the JV game came out, Alex?
6-0 Arlington.
6-0 Arlington, exactly. So,
but we've seen that those results aren't linear. But you know, it is a good sign. It definitely. And last year the JV team was 6-2.
And it will be interesting to see, you know, with a minute in, Arlington already getting a very good look on goal. Again, you know, first time playing back here at Peirce Field in a while. Cool weather, no sun issues this game. So Shea would usually be facing the meteorological sun issue, as we've noted, but not a problem tonight. Lights are on, sun is down.
Maybe a little wind.
And right here, there's a long ball right there. Watertown plays it back, but good pressure from Simon, it looks like, on the far side.
And one of my keys to the season is already played out, Josh, and that is Arlington and their strike rate with these golden chances that they always seem to come up with. And this could be, at some point, an Achilles heel for the team. If they don't start finishing a little more often. On their 3-game road trip, it was a lot of the same that we've seen here at home, with Arlington dominating the possession and absolutely dominating the number of chances. They did wind up popping in goals in all the games, multiple goals, but with a little more clinical finishing, these games could be out of hand earlier and a little more comfortable. And Josh, this is my player to watch, number 6. I don't have his name, but
number 6, senior Gavin Foley for Watertown.
There's plenty of if you were inclined, you could go find Watertown playing on YouTube game, and I watched one today, and he leaps off the tape. So let's keep an eye on him. He's a good player, both feet. He's capable with both feet. He's got a deadly shot and a great distributor, sprayer of the ball when he gets it. So let's keep an eye on him. Let's not give him any space.
And so Watertown 3.5 in. They've got their first corner. Drops it short, and we're going to just do it all over right here.
And set piece is always a key in games that you expect to be tight. The game that I watched against Watertown versus Belmont, all the goals were from set pieces, none from open play.
And that one's clear. Looks like by Fernando, who I hear Fernando's brother Diego, who's an alumni of the varsity team here for Arlington, is going to be in the booth at some point to join us tonight. Talk about his experience and his memories of playing for Arlington varsity soccer.
So, Josh, one of the things I have written down, I have as a game key here, is senioritis. It's interesting to think psychologically what is going to happen, because Coach Yadzio has throughout this whole season, which is 2/3 of the way over, he has a very predictable rotation. And today we're going to be seeing a lot of faces that we normally haven't seen. And just interested to see how that will play out.
Great ball by Koopman into Sam Neal, who can almost splits the defenders. And right here, Keegan chasing, and there's the finish right there. Less than 5 minutes in, Arlington, second solid chance, and they finish right there. Sam Neal off the great entry pass in the back from Nolan Koopman up to Sam Neal. Sam Neal hold, as he is wont to do, scrappy. And we got the replay coming up right here. ACMi crew is on, and look at that fight from Keegan, just beating the senior captain right there.
And white lightning strikes.
Right there, Keegan, who, do you know off the top of your head, Alex, how many goals for Keegan that is this season?
I'm going to estimate 6 or 7. He's in there in that, there's the Sam Neal territory, and then he's in the secondary tier, but definitely in maybe the second leading scorer for the Ponders. Just a great player. Just watch the energy, and any questions about are the seniors in the pomp and circumstance and any of that have been pretty much answered right away. This group of seniors looks to be highly motivated against this opponent. This game, as far as ramifications in the Middlesex League, obviously there are ramifications. I mean, Arlington would behoove them to get as many victories as they can, because that's kind of domino one for this season, is to secure the Middlesex League. And I know that Watertown, I just know that they are highly motivated, and as is everybody as they play Arlington, as Arlington sits on top. Yep. And everyone wants to knock off the king. So heavy is the head that wears the crown, wearing it well so far.
And I think, Alex, also Watertown, an undefeated season, and I think that is, I think they knew coming into this that it was not going to be easy for them to keep that. And if I'm on the Raiders bench, I am putting everything in this to keep an undefeated season after tonight.
And it's fascinating, Josh, when you think about the ties, because this team, it has 7 of them. And Arlington has 1, and if you remember how excruciating that one game was, multiply that by 7, and that means that every single game, every one of those 7 games, this Watertown team was either down by 1 at one point or up by 1, and they all wound up in a draw. And it's just interesting. The number just leaps out at me. The psychology and the mentality of a team that perhaps can be accused of playing up to their opposition and maybe then also down to their opposition.
And a good entry right there by Pinard to Sam Neal. Arlington holds on to it and can't quite hold on to it. Alex, the player for Watertown, I'm real curious. I really like the storyline of freshman being in the starting lineup. And so number 23, looks like he's their left back. Good step right there by Dobro to break up the entry from Watertown. But number 23, the Dara Brennick, a freshman left back for Watertown. Real interested to keep an eye on him throughout this match as well. Sort of a big moment for somebody new to high school right there. So you can see the step, but he's hustling back, fighting for that ball, and earns Watertown a throw-in.
Yeah, Watertown is highly motivated. They want to keep pace in the Middlesex League. I don't think there's any chance they can catch Arlington, but maybe they might have an outside chance at the number 2 spot. Doubtful, but they also, they've right now, as you mentioned, they've secured their home playoff game. If they do play it, they would be the 15th seed, so that's congratulations to them. And all they want to do is improve their position in the power rankings.
Yeah. All right, Alex, and joining us in the booth, we have Diego.
Hey, Diego.
Barrientos-Sandoval joining us, and right here, near error right here from Arlington. Diego, remind us, I know you played with Raj's son back in the day, and it was watching you play at Lexington when my son Cooper, I believe, was a sophomore. I came over from the JV game. I saw you battling, and the speed and power with which you were playing against Lexington up at Lexington. just blew my mind, by the way. So it changed my perspective on soccer. And I was like, there's no way my son can ever like be on a field with somebody who's playing like that.
And you can feel that energy in the booth right here, too.
Oh, my God, man. That's a crazy expectation you're putting up on me.
Oh, it was incredible. I mean, it was so impressive. I forget who you were battling, but it was just constant.
Keegan with another chance.
And I think you ended up like getting the game-winning goal or something for that one, or you definitely tied it. So so it's an honor for me to have you up in the booth with us, as well as I always love shouting out your family's restaurant, La Victoria.
Yeah.
It's
awesome.
an awesome staple to have here in Arlington. So
I like the surtado.
The surtido?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
that's very good. My favorite is the
I
pastor.
always tell Josh if it weren't for La Vic, I'd be thin.
And so, Diego, when did you graduate AHS?
I graduated 2022.
2022.
It's been,
And do you remember your senior night, like playing, and who was the teacher that you invited to walk out with you?
I do remember the senior night. I invited out Mr. Dangle. Mr. Dangle. That's I hope he's still working here. I miss that guy.
He is still working, and my son Jacoby has had Mr. Dangle for a couple classes, and he is also. If Jacoby played soccer, he would have invited Mr. Dangle out. I think.
I'm sure he's a fantastic teacher, very impactful guy.
And so since 2022, what have you been up to, Diego?
Man, I just started working, man. I joined the labor force. Became a piece of the labor statistics from the Bureau of what is the Bureau?
Labor.
The Bureau of Labor. I'm one of those guys. I'm one of
welcome
them.
to the
But I've been
world.
traveling a lot. I've been going here and there. I haven't been playing a lot of soccer. Unfortunately, I miss it. I'm like watching this and I'm like, dang.
Yeah. So how does it feel having your little brother out there as a senior? Can you believe that your little brother's a senior now?
No, it's crazy. It's crazy. That's actually
Arlington playing a lot of long balls, and I like it. I think Diego, maybe you can give us some insight. How long did you play for the program? How many years?
I played on the varsity program like 3 years, and I was on the program 4 years. And we did like to play it up a lot from the back. We center backs will kick it up, midfield, upfield, maybe some building through the middle. You know what I mean? But how have we been? How have we been seeing the gentlemen performing this season?
They've been, it's been a real pleasure for me to watch. I just started following the program last year. My son is a junior on the team.
Which one is he? Which
it's
number?
18, Ronan Howard.
Okay.
And I find them to be a pleasure to watch. Let's just see how this plays. This is my player to watch, number 6 from Watertown. He's a tough player.
My player to watch is number 7. I heard he has no goals. Oh, there he goes.
Oh, there we go. Chirping the brother, bringing it all the way down the field. We like to call number 7 Magneto up here. Just the way the ball sort of like sticks to his foot as soon as he gets it.
Oh man, look at that.
Yeah, he's part of a midfield that is very capable. They have the kind of a 3-headed monster.
Excellent entry right there. But it has been fun. The teams played solid back. I think there's Alex. You said there's nine goals against.
Magneto.
Okay.
I think he's trying to impress his older brother. Gets another excellent keep move right there. Saves it right there. Great strike from Keegan. But the Watertown keep is maintaining this 1-0 lead.
Oh yeah.
Diego, one thing I've noticed watching the team, and I've watched the away
right
games too, is that they get a lot of chances.
Yeah.
So you'd like to see them. Finish it a little bit more, but Keegan Maxwell is absolutely rampant tonight. A lot of fun to watch him play. The whole team is fun to watch, to be frank.
And
they seem a lot of fun. High pace. Ready? Hold on. I'm gonna be right back.
All right. And a special guest right here, the JV coach coming in from a successful 6-0 victory against the Watertown Raiders. Coach, how's the season going?
How you doing? Can you remind me your name again?
Greg Walters.
Greg Walters. Okay, yes.
It's going very well. We had a good game against Watertown today, which was good since we had not a lot of practice or games the past couple of days with all the rain and everything. So, but we came out strong, and I know, talking to the Watertown coach, they had done pretty well this season, but we really came out strong and, made a pretty good team,
You must
took
be
advantage of it.
you must be over the moon with the new facilities and not having to brave the wilds of Thorndike anymore.
A much needed improvement to be able to play our
Indeed.
games. We still practice down at Thorndike, but
yeah,
hopefully at some point we'll be practicing here. But it's a huge difference to be able to play on a consistent field that we can. My game is possession and passing, and
we have a
suits it much better than Thorndike.
Well, and a sub ONG coming in for Simon Miller, so we're going to see a parade of seniors coming through the lineup. So I was gonna say you could actually game plan around Thorndike if you really were desperate to. But anyway, so tell us. You said it was good. I know last season was outstanding. My son was on your team last year. Is it similar results this year? How's that all going?
Similar results. I don't know. We're something 2-1.
All right.
So I think we're like 10-2-1 or somewhere along those lines. So it's another successful season. I think a lot of that credit goes to the youth program and the players that they bring up and come because specifically on JV I'm getting the players that we have and they're very good players and so.
Yeah.
That
and you
helps
have
a lot.
quite a few freshmen on the team this year. Is that
yes,
true?
we do. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
More than typical. We have 7 freshmen, I think, on the team this year.
Okay.
Well, and I think, Coach, fans of Arlington soccer are going to be waiting with anxiety, maybe some held breath. What's the keeper situation looking like on JV? How's it looking for next
How long
season?
do we have him here for? We're going to find out all about next year.
Yeah, so we have Jack and Joaquin. Jack's a sophomore, Joaquin's a freshman, and both really good.
That's excellent.
So, I think we have and I know on the freshman team they have 3 more keepers. I believe so.
And
we have a
help's
lot of
on the
strong
way, is what
keepers,
you're saying.
And speaking of excellent, the Shea this year, the standard starting keeper has been outstanding for Arlington. Again, very few goals against. But I think even more impressive than Shea has been his father Tom on the camera work. And Tom has actually caught a little bit of the JV. Your first game that was played right across on the new field.
Okay.
Tom was able to get a couple of shots of the play up there, which was really exciting for me to be able to see that and be able to watch your game, the last home game that we had here. So shout out to Tom on the camera. I think the even a more standout performer than his son this season.
Yeah, and Tom's taking his show on the road too. So if you want to catch some of the road games, you can catch them at ACMi. Now there was a physical play down at the other end, and I believe it was a non-call, and now they've awarded Watertown a kick. So this being a 1-0 game, a free kick at a spot like this is awfully dangerous.
Your guy, number 6, and right there off the back of maybe it looked like Sam Neal, and then off the crossbar. So now we've got a corner right here again, taken by your man to watch right here.
My man to watch,
Alex.
number 6.
Number 6, Gavin Foley, the senior. So Gavin Foley trying to make things happen, drops the arm, ball in. It's a low one, and that's cleared.
So Greg, as you're aware, this team is well stocked with seniors.
Yes.
So what do you tell your team about their position in the program and what kind of preparation should they make and what should they kind of plan for and think about as they're approaching into the next year of their soccer trip?
Well, what we try to tell them is to concentrate on themselves and not worry about what other people are doing or the openings, because what we kind of say is the freshman class that comes in is more skilled than the senior class going out.
Okay.
And so every year the skill of the players that come up through the program is better and better. And so just because you're on JV or, that type of thing is no guarantee that you're going to step right up into varsity.
Yeah.
Sometimes in this senior class specifically, if you think about some of the players that aren't here, that are playing in club or MLS next, it's amazing how talented this senior class is.
And Greg, that's true too for the junior class. Because there are only 5 juniors on this varsity team, and I think only 3 on your JV team.
Right.
So it's the same. There's an abundance of talent, which I think that goes that speaks to. I've always wondered, like, how can the JV team go out there and, you know, basically you have to call them off at halftime, and then the varsity team comes out and sweats out a 1-1 tie or a 1-0 win. And I think it comes down to that just Arlington just has a deeper pool of talent. Doesn't mean their top 20 are better than the other town's top 20, but their top 60 are definitely better than the other town's top 60.
Right. Arlington putting together a couple of near misses right here, but some nice possession play in the midfield, trying to maybe shorten those long balls a little bit, and using Coach Walter's advice and skills that they've practiced over the years, and playing a little bit more short ball, building things in the mid. I also, Diego, as an alumni, I'm gonna swap. We're down to 3 mics here. I'm gonna swap out my mic. Give it to you for a second. Curious what your take is for players. So as a 3-year player on varsity, what your take and your advice for the current team would be, because you guys made a deep run your senior year into the playoffs. If I remember, making it through to this third or fourth round. So just your advice for the team as they go forward.
Hey man, I mean, honestly, just stay composed. It's easy to kind of just get caught up in the whole idea of the tournament. I need to make it this far. I need to make it to this round. Who are these guys? Their record is so crazy. You know what I mean? You really just got to get out here and play. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you guys aren't even gonna remember what round you guys got out in. You guys are really just gonna remember the game. So honestly, just go out there and kind of put everything out on the field. You feel me? Because you know, as long as you play with heart, you'll make it far. You know what I mean? And clearly, these guys are doing pretty well. I think they're doing more or less undefeated. No?
Yeah, they lost a game early in the year to Boston College,
man.
And that's it. And how much as a player do you watch or obsess over the power rankings and as they come out every 3 or 4 days? Do you watch that, or do you just go out and play?
Oh man, I always was just a go out and play kind of guy. I really had no idea who we were playing, or even I was kind of just hey, the game's tomorrow. We're playing Lexington. I was like, alright, cool. Let's go out there and play. And I think you can get in your head pretty quickly if you start thinking about who you're playing against. Even if the team isn't good, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You go out there and you're or quote unquote good. Record isn't good.
So it would be best, your advice would be leave that kind of worry to the parents and the coaches and just go out and play.
Just go out and play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We tend to overanalyze things here in the booth, so I'm going to do it. But the power rankings this year, as Sam Neal attacks earning a corner kick, Arlington is currently 23rd with a 10-1-1 record.
Oh my God.
And I think what it comes down to, if you look at the columns and the algorithm, is that the Middlesex League this year is not getting any respect from the power rankings. Arlington's the highest ranked team in the Middlesex League by far,
and
with a 10-1-1. Wow. So I think other teams maybe, first of all, the division is very top heavy this year. There's 1 or 2 very good teams, and then there's 4 or 5 teams that just are developing, or they're not really there. And then there's a lot of that's your brother, right?
That was who is that? Number 7?
Yeah, that was number 7.
Gosh darn,
Magneto.
Fernando. Come on, you got to put that in, man.
So
Magneto, man.
So basically, even though Arlington has the stellar record, there are teams with sub 500 records that are even ranked higher than them, based upon their strength of schedule. But that's a long story short. And I think what I'm thinking when I watch this team is that it doesn't matter what the rankings are. I think this team should have aspirations to play well into the tournament.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think that it doesn't matter what you're ranked. I think that the team that won last year came in at ranked 31st.
Oh my God.
So, yeah, there goes your bro.
Replay.
That's your,
okay.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Put it through his legs, man. Come on. You were so close, man.
Did you guys practice both feet when you were growing up?
I made him, yeah. I made him, I made him go out on the field, and I made sure he took his shots on his left because, you got to have both feet. You got to have both feet. If you don't have both feet, you're not going to eat. That's not an actual saying. I'm just,
I like it.
Just rambling.
Can we patent that? Can we patent that? In the playoffs with their weak foot, if I remember correctly.
Is that
Sorry.
right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I didn't bring it up, man.
I brought it up.
He brought it up.
No,
He
he just took that paycheck from his job and slipped Coach
Yeah.
Greg a little
Hey,
something there.
They didn't have this. If you guys were to see the like screens back here, they have some crazy screens. This feels like I'm in ESPN right now.
And it's a
Ooh.
goal.
Who put that in?
Keegan. No, 7 assisted it.
7
Keegan
assisted.
Maxwell with a brace to start this game off.
Keegan Maxwell. Let's hear it for
go.
Keegan
Let's
Maxwell.
get
How's
the
he been
trick.
performing overall this season?
You know, Diego, I just keep saying, like, I'm an announcer, and as we watch the replay, Keegan skies up high and gets it in. Maybe we can give that to Taj Shabra, who's come into the game, along with O&G, a couple seniors getting their run.
Fantastic, yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, you know, some of these seniors we're seeing are not in the regular rotation, and they're showing up right now. I mean, this is a comprehensive display that we're seeing.
I would have thought these were the starters.
And you know, I'm a big fan of this team. Of all the youth soccer that I've watched, club soccer, you know, ASC, you know, MTOC, you name it. Like, this team to me is one of the most complete teams that I've ever witnessed. They're that good. They're good up and down the lineup. They're big. They're fast. They're disciplined. You know, Coach Greg did a great job, and of course Coach Yadzio and ASC. It's a real pleasure. I think we're in a sweet spot right now with this group.
You know, you got to give credit out there to the team. Obviously, I see the pace out here on the team. You know, they're hustling. You got to give credit to the coach, of course, Coach Yadzio. You know, his drills are absolutely phenomenal for just building up the pitch and you know, finishing and crossing the Yadzio drills. They will get you in a mind state that is scoring goals and winning games.
And let's talk about the mind state right now, because I don't know if you were on the broadcast before, but this Watertown team has 7 ties. Okay. And to me, that's just something that is so interesting. That means that they either play up to their competition or they play down to their competition, but they're used to playing in tight games. And I was thinking today, what if Arlington was to jump ahead to a big lead? What does a team with 7 ties, how do they react to that?
Well, we're going to have to see in the second half, obviously. You know, you see teams that are, like, kind of reactive, and, like, maybe they go up in the first half, and then the team isn't that strong, so the second half they loosen up, or they start off really tight, and they have to, like, really get up and, you know, get up to speed in the second half. So I think the second half will really be a test to see if the boys can hold this lead. I think we're looking pretty strong right now. We're looking like we have a pretty decent amount of control on the ball. The defense looks like they're pretty locked in. Yeah, look at them scrambling around there.
And let me call out number 14, Max Cherboniev.
Okay.
I believe is his last name. He's another guy that's out there. So O&G, Max Cherboniev, and Taj Schaber with the throw-in. These are players, and Coach Greg, you can comment on this, but I know that in just about every time I've talked to Coach Yadzio in a formal setting, so like either at the banquet or, you know, in an interview or something, the first thing that comes out of his mouth is how much he loves the role players and how important they are. So maybe you can pontificate on that.
It's an essential part, right? I mean, you're going to have some players, you know, who have a lot of skill, but then you have to have the players that are going to, you know, fill the specific roles, and sometimes that's the dirty work that takes place.
Yep.
Sometimes it's coming in and giving a spark. You know, you're just that workhorse out there that's going to run around, and so he really values the players that can kind of bring something else to the game. You know, and sometimes it's not even, you don't even see it on the field. It's all in practice.
Yeah,
you know, and how
I,
they push the starters to become better.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I mean, being hard to practice against is a valuable thing to bring to a team. Yes, and here, like I said, we see some of the role players. They're getting a run out here, and maybe they wouldn't have in a close game earlier in the season. And I'm wondering if Coach might see something in these players today that, you know, makes them more valuable going forward. Let's hope that's the case.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I think it is, Alex. It'll be very interesting. And Diego, I don't know if you had the experience, and Coach, I don't know what your take is on sort of late in the season, if you sort of get into a set pattern or if you like to sort of mix things up a little bit. Letting these guys get new looks, and we're having another corner here. Looks like number 7 took it off the head of Koopman, who raised above everybody here. But what the benefit of getting a game like this, sort of senior night, where you get a lot of new players into it, sort of, does it help the team, or does it kind of like mess up a rhythm that you might have going?
I think it helps the team, right? Because, unfortunately, sometimes injuries happen, and getting some people experience in a game that's close, that means something, not in coming in when it's already a foregone conclusion, helps build that mindset, so that if come tournament time somebody does, roll an ankle and need to come out for a little bit, you have somebody who can walk in and knows the pressure. So I think it's a big benefit to be able to do that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I remember back in my day, we had this little kid. His name was, what was his name? A little young fella. His name was, what was his name? Aiden Sheehan.
Aiden Sheehan,
yeah. He came on in the finals, or one of the
for the playoffs. Called up for the playoffs.
Yeah.
I remember watching the game against Beverly here.
Yeah. Big role play situation, and he came up, he performed, and he got that in. I think that's one of those examples of kind of just having a fresh mindset, some fresh change on the team, really impacting.
Watertown again, lots of right outside the box free kicks for Watertown this half. Foley taking it again. The last one sailed through the uprights for the American football score. So we'll see Shea setting the wall. There's a quick, and Shea read that perfectly. Scoops up the rebound. Well played by Shea. I think that might be the finest save I've seen Shea make all season, and a critical one as well. We got the replay right here. What a play by Shea. And then there's a break from Arlington. Foul on Sam Neal as Arlington was breaking, so they have the free kick. Dobro setting up. Let's see who Arlington pulls up right here. And so Alex, as we pass the mics around, Alex unfortunately was unable to be heard about how deadly Arlington has been from about 40 yards out. So right here, Dobro getting the set, an excellent field view, low on the field. It's up. Looks like Keegan Maxwell's right there, challenging the keep, and couldn't quite get the hat trick right there.
Okay. Yeah, no, deadly, lethal.
So again, Arlington responding after a free kick, series of free kicks from Watertown. So Coach, in a situation like this, if this lead holds for the next 9.5 minutes, according to the Raj clock, what do you tell the team sort of going into half with a 2-goal lead? Which I remember when I was helping out with Arlington Soccer Club when these guys were little. None of these guys actually, but when my son Cooper was little. And through 8th grade, the 2-0 lead was always a very dangerous lead in soccer. So what do you think Yazio is telling the team if this lead holds at half, and what would you tell the guys as well?
Yeah, that's kind of the cliche in soccer, is the 2-0 lead's the most dangerous of all of them, because the next goal kind of determines where the momentum goes. The other kind of cliche that people talk about, it's the first 5 and last 5 minutes of a half. Right, and so in the first 5 minutes of the next half, they're going to come out strong, trying to get that next goal to seize the momentum. And so you have to be ready for that. And sometimes, it's a game of flow, and so you have to be ready to absorb the pressure and then counter it.
And here's another free kick. So. Speaking of pressure, free kick about 25 yards out. Or no, Foley's moving back 30 yards out. Again, based on the foot I've seen from him, this is a chance for him to strike. He is their guy to take these kicks. So, yeah, I like that as well. We'll see the Arlington, and just over the crossbar, maybe a little left of the bar too. But yeah, Arlington came out very strong the first 5 minutes, right. Got their first goal. So the last 5 of this half, Diego, you have any predictions about what these last 5 are going to be looking like? We have 8 to go in the half.
I'd say total control. You know what I mean? I think I'm really confident in my soldiers out there. I know you got some young fellas out there. The goalie, Remind me the name of the goalie one more time. Shea Newton. Mr. Dobro, Mr. Alex Burke. AJB. You know what I mean? AJB. All those kids that they used to play together when they were really young. So I think the chemistry on the team is really strong, and they'll hold together.
Good cover by Koopman right there. And it's interesting too. So the back line is missing Nolan Koopman's younger brother Lucas, who's a sophomore. They've been playing very solid. So the back line for Arlington stepping up without Lucas Koopman, the sophomore, and for senior night. But again, Lucas has been playing a really, really solid season. Has a couple of goals as well. So so moving in, but very good to see.
And you said that was Nolan's brother?
Nolan's younger brother, yeah.
That kid was actually really, really good way back in the day. Like, I'll be honest. Hey, that's Shea Newton there, we'll say.
Shea Newton will say goodbye.
Shea Newton.
Aaron Kazan
will
come in to ride out the last 6 minutes. And a little birdie told me on the way in there might be some additional plans for Aaron Kazan in the second half. So at this point, I believe the only remaining senior to get a run will be Neil Patel, who will be, I think he's getting some instructions over there on the sideline. At that point, I'm curious. I don't know if Coach, you have any insight or not, but at what point, this senior night is a lot of fun. At what point does he go with the regular rotation, or do you just kind of stick with the senior theme for just this evening? Do you have any inside information?
I don't have any inside information on what he plans to do. I know he wants to make sure he gets all the seniors some playing time.
Yeah.
And then I'm not sure in the second half if he'll continue that or bring out his kind of normal team to get them some time, together against a good quality team in Watertown.
Yeah, and there are 9 seniors that start regularly and 1 sophomore and 1 junior. So we haven't seen the sophomore or the junior quite yet.
I think we saw a certain number 7 slip in the middle of the field I think that was 15 seconds ago. Should we roll back the tape, guys? Roll back the tape 15 seconds.
Replay of Fernando slipping.
Replay that.
All right, we've got 5 minutes left. It's been a 2-0, really fun game so far. As we say goodbye to Coach Walters. Save, Aaron Kazan.
Excellent job by Aaron there. And again, thanks to Coach there for coming in, offering his perspective on the Arlington program and what it takes. Because again, Diego, it's I think what we're seeing on this field tonight, it doesn't happen without the coaches who've been helping these guys, like Alex since they were in kindergarten and first grade, and then Coach Walters in JV. Alex sporting the Arlington Soccer Club long sleeve or hoodie tonight.
M-Talk Championship hoodie.
There we go.
My son Jacoby is actually wearing mine out in the stands tonight, so I was unable to sport that. I picked the closest thing to Arlington maroon that I have.
Yeah, these guys up here, these guys are a big reason why, the program goes around, Rajiv, everybody up here, you know what I mean, everybody who's not even speaking. They make the program go around. They make the program a whole lot better. Everybody who volunteers, everybody who's volunteered throughout the years, even when they were kids, you know what I mean? Like, that work never goes unnoticed and unappreciated.
Sam Neal holding on to the ball in the box. And again, I think your point, Diego, there is it is the ACMi team up here, people on the camera, people on the replay. It's Yasmina is here, the new youth coordinator. And we've also got Cooper, I believe, and Nate, and I saw Constantina, who I think might be down on the field for getting some of the new angles
we need to get
for us.
An update from Constantina on her college.
That is an awesome name, Constantina.
So she and Constantina, we know, I think it was November 1st. We were promised that we would hear the surprise entry for Constantina.
Nice ball into Watertown. Let's see if the keeper is forced to make a save.
Where she's applying, but and there's Alex right there, and Another save, but a really, really stellar job by the crew up here. Bringing us replay, bringing us all the angles. And here we go, Watertown with a great chance in 2.5 minutes to go. Broken up by Arlington, but keeps the pressure on. And so right here, Watertown in these last 5 minutes. But again, huge shout out to the crew from ACMi. I know Alex and I have had the pleasure to be in the booth for all these home games, and over the years I've been helping out with this. It's just superb to see how this program, ACMi, has really stepped up and brought a really incredible resource to the community.
No, this is awesome, and the students can learn. You know what I mean? This feels like I said, like ESPN. Not that I've ever been a part of ESPN. Yeah. They
2
wanted
minutes
me on
left
the
in the
show,
half.
2 minutes
Keegan
left in the
Maxwell
half.
racing, gets looks like we got an Arlington throw pretty deep in, and walking across the camera right there. Good to see Peter Headland, whose 3 children are all graduates of AHS at this point. Peter Headland and I got to coach together for years in Arlington Soccer Club. So great to see Peter out watching the boys varsity team this year. His son Luke graduated last year, was a great contributor to the team. And it looks like producer extraordinaire Raj might be bringing Peter Headland in as well for us. So we got about a minute to go. At halftime, we'll get a chance to talk to and Alex Burke steps in right here at half, making a move in.
What a great group of luminaries we've had coming through the booth this season, and in particular tonight. Diego, are you taking off?
I'm going to take off. Thank
All
you
right.
so much for having me. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Good luck out there.
Behind the scenes. Yeah, have a great rest of the
All right, take care.
We'll keep our fingers crossed for number 7 tonight. Yeah.
He's a natural, Josh. He belongs on the mic.
He does. ESPN might be calling him after tonight.
So these looks like we have about 25 seconds left, maybe enough time for another rush for Arlington. And as we wait for Peter to come in, let's just recap. It's been 2 Keegan Maxwell goals and a 2-0 lead for Arlington here on senior night, and plenty of seniors have gotten in. Keeper Aaron Kazan currently in. As we welcome Peter Headland to the booth. Peter, strap
Peter,
in. Let's see.
Great to see you. And there's the half right there. Arlington maintains the 2-0 lead. So far, the AI prediction, Alex, what was the AI prediction?
It was 2-1 Arlington.
2-1 Arlington.
And I predicted 1-1, so I was dead wrong. I thought perhaps that the senior night activities might be a bit of a distraction, and also the kind of rotating lineup might have been a bit of a distraction too. But you know, that just goes to show you why I'm up here and Coach Iadzio's down there.
And so Arlington definitely doing a fantastic job. It will be interesting. The AI prediction still has a chance to come true. I believe I predicted a 3-1 Arlington victory. So we'll see what happens. And so it looks like a little bit.
Here, why don't we put Peter on my headset and I'll figure this out.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you guys.
There we go. All right. So Peter, we're just doing a little swap with the headsets here. Peter, how's that doing for you, Peter?
Great.
All right. So Peter, I think the main concern, one, is we'll get your interpretation of the game, but as 17 seniors this year, and so a lot of parents very shortly might be finding themselves with a much emptier house in a few months. So how's it feel, Peter, to have an empty nest, as it were?
Oh boy, yeah. It's we've got 3 kids in college, right? And Josh and I coached together for years and years, and let's see, around the house it is a lot quieter. And it's a lot cleaner, and we don't have to get as many groceries.
Don't have to, I'm looking forward to that, although I still do consume a lot of food myself.
Right.
And so I am looking forward, though, to the dishes not being stacked up or left in the middle of the night.
Right.
So no, that's great to hear. Is it anything that the parents should fear? Parents who might be watching this, one of their kids is going to be graduating soon. They might find themselves anything that they should fear, or is it's all good?
It's sort of all good, although if there's something around the house, like say there's a dirty dish that's left out, or say somebody didn't quite clean up or whatever, well, you sort of know who did it now, right? In the past, you could, well, maybe that was one of the kids or whatever, but no, it's your spouse, right? But we're enjoying it, getting out to see some stuff. I mean, they're all doing well, so yeah.
And so Peter, so the other thing I'm curious to hear from you is so you've been president of the Arlington Soccer Club, and so I'm just curious now. Alex and I have both been volunteer coaches. You and I got to coach for, I think, 3rd through 8th grade together for our boys. And how does it feel being such a important or sort of meaningful part of the Arlington soccer community to see this senior night? 17 seniors on the team. A 2-0 lead going into half against an undefeated Watertown team. So how's that? That's got to feel good as someone so involved in the soccer club.
Right. Yeah. Super happy to see all these boys out here. So many seniors. I remember some of them from years ago when they were playing. I remember Sammy, Neal, and Luke would play around on the playground at ACC together. So, it's a really good team. It's a really strong team, and I don't know, just so excited to see that soccer is such an important part of the community. And really, it's about having fun, playing with your friends, getting outside, playing a sport, staying healthy, and being part of a sport that then you can play for the rest of your life, whether it's either playing or coaching or playing in adult league or watching it on TV or reffing or whatever you want to do, or playing another sport.
Yeah. Well, and I think too, I'll be curious. In the booth with us as well. I don't know if you got a nice jacket like this, but Steve Moniak has stepped into that.
Steve Moniak, the legend. I'm happy to pass my microphone over to Steve.
Yeah, but I don't know if you got the past president jacket as well. So Steve, anyone who's been involved in Arlington soccer at any time in the last many years has had a chance to know Steve Moniak. Steve, welcome to the booth.
Hi.
Nice to see you. It's been I think a year or two, but I think we get to see you at these games at least a couple times a season.
Yep.
So I want to say I remember years ago after one of the select team tryouts, you told the boys, if you don't make one of the select teams, there's kids playing varsity who didn't make the select teams, and I think hearing you say that as somebody who had been so involved in the Arlington Soccer Club really spoke to sort of the ethic of the club, and I think seeing this team this year play really as a team speaks to that idea that you keep working hard, you keep trying, and you focus on playing as a team as well. So just want to thank you for that, and get your take on the first half.
I wish they had another goal. They're fun to watch. This is my last group of seniors, so it's my 4th group of seniors.
Yep.
So it's kind of special. Arlington Soccer the boys have come so far. We have 8. It isn't just the varsity and the select players. We have 8 77 high school teams playing in the fall. No other town has more than 2, maybe Newton has 3. So the boys they've embraced this as their sport, and they just keep playing. Like Peter's just saying, you can play the rest of your life. I told Dan Shaughnessy once, you drive around town, you see more people playing soccer as adults than you see any other sport.
Yep, it's I think the first night I was coaching, I think there's something in the thousands of kids who play soccer in Arlington each year, which is incredible.
2,000.
2,000 kids play soccer every year in Arlington, which is, and that's been consistent for years and years and years. So really, it's really been fun. My son stopped playing 2 years ago. He's hopefully watching from Boulder, Colorado. Cooper, hope you're out there watching from Boulder. But I'm still in the booth enjoying because it is just quality soccer and really impressed. I'm really impressed with the coaching throughout. I think Peter, I was real happy coaching with you as well. I think sort of the ethic again that's behind Arlington soccer. Some towns may disagree, but it's I think we do a good job coaching players and not just to win.
Yeah,
coaching young men.
Keeping it fun. Well, that's the best part is watching them grow up.
Yep.
When I first started coaching, I had an 8th grade. When I first started coaching boys, I had a mother tell me that 8th grade boys are the worst human beings on earth. She meant as a group, not as individuals, and she was kind of right. But I really believe that there's something about the sport of soccer that can bring out the best in boys. And you watch them go to high school, and they become so supportive of each other. They don't have goats. They don't push down the weakest. They pick up the weakest, and it's kind of special.
And Alex, I think we got you back online. I can hear you.
I'm not hearing you, but
and
if you can hear me, that's all that I really care
I can hear you. And so now that you've got 2 past presidents as Arlington gets the second half underway, 2 past presidents of the Arlington Soccer Club on the line. Anything you wanna ask these 2 luminaries of our town sport?
Well, yes, there are lots of things, but before we go there, let's just say that we have Max Mulvey in at keeper, a senior, and Lucas Koopman, sophomore, back in his starting position. And also, I believe I saw Quincy Cotter out there, and that's Neil Patel, 13. The rest of the starting lineup is the normal lineup. So thank you both for being here.
You're welcome. Thanks for having us.
And I've been dealing with this microphone, so I have it. If it's a duplicate question, please forgive me. But what are your impressions of this particular team? And have you been following this team throughout the year?
Not as much as I'd like to.
Okay.
Not as much as I'd like to. Been too busy with work. I saw the Arlington soccer night.
Okay.
But I follow them in the paper, and I've watched them move up in the rankings in the Globe, and that's nice.
And you can always follow them at ACMi Sports as well.
Yeah. I've caught snippets of games, and it's nice. They just finished the construction project up here at the Arlington High School. Very successful, by the way. So thank you to all the people on the building committee and the town for supporting that. But they put this neat little bike path, accessible ramp down from the bike path, and I just live a couple blocks from here, so it's kind of nice. You can get down from the bike path and see if there's some games coming on, or games happening. The JV games now can take place right next to the varsity games, so you can kind of be right between the 2 fields and watch almost both of them at the same time. So.
Yes, all is well in the Arlington Soccerverse. Steve, you were saying how many, some metric about the number of teams that we have in the Arlington Soccer Club.
The girls always had more teams than the boys. Now it's equal. The boys might be a couple older, a couple more at the older ages, and that's the big thing, is that the boys now stick with it. And it's their sport for a lot of kids. I think the high school football coach must cry when he sees some of these players on the field.
And this is just an anecdotal observation, but the kids that don't make the high school team are continuing to play ASC at a higher percentage.
Yes, we actually have the ASC. I shouldn't say we, because I'm just an outsider now, but they have 8 boys teams playing fall soccer, playing 7v7. Which is amazing. I said that earlier. There's no town that's close to that.
And that is super important, because if you look at youth sports as a whole, participation really drops off middle school, beginning of high school, which is exactly the time where you want kids to be involved and be outside and running around, or inside running around with their friends. And we shouldn't have a scenario that, okay, if you don't make whatever team, you can't play the sport again. So that's, you know, what the soccer club and other youth sports groups in town are for, and that's like a really important part of them. I think probably of the 17 seniors here, maybe they all played for the soccer club at one point,
Yeah.
and we're definitely proud of that, but we're as proud of having and developing a program that everybody can participate. So.
Did you guys hear about the team that played the MTalk tournament this year? Their current juniors. So these are all kids that are class of 2027. Anyway,
okay.
They made the MTalk tournament in Division 1 in Bays.
Great.
And they only had, I think, 13 players, and then they were down to 10 players, and they made it. They won a semifinal game with 10 players.
Oh my gosh.
And then they were gassed, and they lost in the final. But that happened this year, and that was the current class of 2027, which is represented by some of the members of this team. But we're all proud of that team.
Right.
And we all hope they stick with ASC.
Right.
And you know, it's some of these players will have played ASC. What's the longest you can go if you start off when you're
third
what,
grade
6?
to 12th, but most of them stop playing now in 8th grade because of club soccer. I had a team in 2011 that I had from 3rd grade to 12th, but only 2 of them played club, and back then you didn't play club till you were in 5th or 6th grade. So now they're all playing club soccer. Ideally, they'll come back their senior year and try to play together.
And I think for these kids, it's a fun environment because it's not club soccer, and it's just these are kids that they've played with since they were peewees.
Yep.
And you know, and the parents are all. I mean, there's another aspect of all of this, and that is that the parents all develop relationships too. Some of my closest adult friends are people that I've watched soccer with over the years, and ASC's definitely been a good venue for that. So here we are. We've got 34 minutes left. It's Spy Ponders 2, Watertown nothing. Haven't been paying too close of attention to this half, but it looks like the Spy Ponders are starting to put in their more regular lineup. And it's a 2-0 game. Watertown appears to be threatening in terms of if they get a set piece chance, but I haven't seen them threaten from regular play all that much. Arlington's just played a very solid game. The team, they're difficult to play against. That's how I categorize them. And also very, very fun to watch. I've had the pleasure of watching them throughout this year. They're 10-1-1 right now. 23rd in the Middlesex Division 1 rankings. And first in the
ball. That's a great ball and a shot.
Keegan Maxwell's hat trick.
Great pass from, I think, Quincy, maybe. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, can't, I mean.
Well, I'm going to excuse myself because I'm on this field in an hour and I have to go someplace and warm up. I play at my old adult, so we're a little slower than this group out here.
And they need at least an hour of warming up in order not to get injured. So
that would be nice, but we don't.
Bring the icy hot.
But I'm going to be with all these coaches tonight who are all going to play on one half of the field, and it drives me crazy. They all spent their coaching career telling their kids to spread out, and there'll be 18 guys in a quarter of the field fighting for the ball. It's like, how do you play soccer doing that? Well, thank you for having me.
Steve,
Thank
great.
you.
Great.
It's an honor and a pleasure
Great to have you here. I will
Good
stick
luck
around
tonight.
for another minute or two. So.
All right, always a pleasure to have Steve in the booth and get his take, and I'll be curious if any of the coaches heard what he said and take a little extra speed or a little go at Steve tonight for calling him out. So again, Keegan Maxwell gets the hat trick.
Yeah, the senior captain showing up on senior night.
That's impressive.
And so right here, I'm hoping Arlington can maintain the clean sheet. Peter, my prediction was a 3-1 Arlington victory. So I hope I'm wrong at this case. But two games in a row that we've been together, Alex, where we've had an AI prediction, and AI still can't call a soccer game.
I know it can do so many things, though.
So both of your jobs, your volunteer jobs in the booth, are still secure, right?
Jobs are still secure, still secure.
Yeah.
And right here,
here's a human interest story. Keeper Aaron Kazan.
Aaron Kazan coming in for senior captain
striker
Keegan Maxwell. See if he can get a goal. Coach was telling me before the game that he had an extra field jersey just for this situation.
They got some sort of a special dispensation to have him play both roles.
Wow.
And right here, here's Lucas Koopman moving up, looking like he wants to get back involved in the scoring. And right here, we've got a goal kick coming. No,
nice
corner.
Carry by Lucas there. He's an impressive sophomore.
Oh, that's Lucas,
That's Lucas,
not Nolan.
Not Nolan.
Remarkably,
yeah, Lucas is 20. Nolan is
takes a little bit. So Quincy back on the corners here.
And Lucas has been particularly dangerous. He's had 3 goals off set pieces this year, which
just gets up above everybody.
And Peter, I know you're an analytics guy too. I remember if we talked before. I was curious. You said something about long shots and how they don't always translate and.
That's right. Yeah, what was that book?
What was the book? I've been trying to figure it out.
That I read.
Oh, we talked about that last season. We talked about that last season. I remember that.
Let's ask AI. What was the soccer book
was
I
Peter
read
Hedlund
last
talking
year?
about last year?
Maybe I'll think about it. But it was all about soccer and AI. Pretty interesting. And
here's a break right here. But Koopman,
three
the
goals
elder,
from open play. Actually, that might not be true. I think the second goal might have been a corner kick, but this team has been doing well in open play. They've been doing well in set pieces and defending them.
And
a
a
very strong year.
free kick coming in. Dangerous position here, not far outside the box right here. So Watertown looking with about 31 minutes to go. Watertown, there's the quick play in, and just wide off a Watertown head right there.
I think keeper Max Mulvey had that one. He had that one all the way. It was coming into the goal.
And coming in, Peter, too. So Watertown undefeated so far this season. 7 ties, however. So lots of pride on the line for the Raiders, who want to keep that 0 in the middle column for themselves. So a goal using my AI-esque math skills. A goal every 10 minutes for the Raiders to tie it up. The wind, I will say, seems to be picking up a little bit, blowing in Arlington's favor here.
And keeper Aaron Kazan flashing rare speed down the field, chasing after that wind-blown ball.
And so it looks like Quincy might be taking this. Fernando saying I got the short for you here.
A lot of ties for Watertown. I heard a parent down on the sideline who coaches or referees a lot said that their player number 6 is one to watch out for.
That was Mr. Foley. That was Alex's man to watch as well. Okay. Gavin Foley, a senior for Watertown. Definitely, he's taken, I think, every one of their free kicks so far this evening, and he's definitely sort of appears to be their go-to for making things happen.
And Peter, one of the things I'm kind of like, it's a personal interest of mine, but given how ACMi has grown, I remember when you were in the booth the last time, did you see this many people?
No, this is impressive. Look at this high-tech stuff in here. There are
it's really great. These guys do such a
great
job.
Seamless replay. Looks like Cooper has been on our replay back and forth all night. Sam Neal takes a strike, but blocked. Cooper might have something to give us a replay in just a second as Quincy turns. Great dish to Fernando. He gets it on his foot. He's in the box, brings it out, and plays it back. Oh, Fernando had a chance. If his brother were still in the booth, if Diego were up here, he'd be calling Fernando out for not taking that left-footed strike. And here's Rohan, takes a deep, deep launch. And right here, we've got a goal kick coming up.
What I was saying, though, is some of the other towns, none of them do it as well as we do. Let's just put that out there. But you can actually find a lot of Woburn productions and Belmont productions if you have the time and the inclination. And, and I did today, so I actually found a game where Watertown played somebody else, and 6 absolutely bounced off the tape. And it's showing here, but Arlington's, they came out, these seniors, they came out with fire. in their eyes, and they've played a really, really
another free kick, Alex,
game.
to interrupt here. Another free kick inside 30. Looks like Foley takes it, and it's still in. Watertown keeps it in and can't quite hold it, so then it sails long across the end line. Goal kick.
So I wonder for the Spy Ponders if their early season, they had that early season loss to BC High.
That's right.
And that, and that on the scoreboard, was pretty decisive at 3-0. And then they had a game that I saw the end of with Woburn, and they tied, and Woburn got a late goal, I think, to tie it up. But I wonder if some of that adversity might benefit them, because they're not taking anything for granted. They know what it's like to lose a game. So.
Not related to that, but I think, in terms of prep for later in the season, Peter, this could be a marker of that. First time we've seen gloves on the field this season. So Leon Pinard, number 11 from L'École Jean Monnet in Belgium. That's his elementary school. I learned from his brother Gaspard, who stepped up his senior year a couple of years ago and played keeper with our sons Cooper and Kai.
Yes.
So Leon is the first player I've seen with gloves on.
That translated from Belgian is keep hands warm.
Keep hands warm, yeah. L'École Jean Monnet, keep hands warm.
Couple of players coming in, Max Treboniev and looks like Keegan Maxwell.
Keegan Maxwell back in. Coach
back
giving
in
him
on a hat trick. And off goes Sam Neal and Aaron Kazan. I think that might be the race for Aaron. He got some time in as the keeper in the second half, and the striker. Sorry, the keeper in the first half and the striker in the second half.
And Peter, I'm not sure if so you like me. I know my son Jacoby played one season, and a lot of the seniors when he was in elementary school. But a lot of the seniors he's friends with, so I know a lot of the seniors through Jacoby socially, not through soccer. But the juniors as well, juniors and under, I'm very unfamiliar with. I'm not sure if you've had a chance to watch any of these guys, but been really impressed with the two underclassmen who've been fixtures in the starting lineup so far, Quincy Cotter and Lucas Koopman, both playing really well. Really sort of seen both of them come into their own. Quincy got a fair bit of playing time last season as a sophomore.
Yeah, you've got to be exceptional to crack this lineup, guys.
Yeah, so really impressed
we're seeing
with
that today. They putting on players that are in their deep rotation, and those players came out and gave us a show.
And had a 2-0, 3-0 lead.
Yeah.
Against an undefeated Middlesex team who's 15th in 15th in Division 3 right now.
You need to be very, very good to let alone make this team. Not to mention get significant playing time.
Yeah, right.
And your son graduated, right? You guys went over this already?
Yeah. So two sons. Two sons played for this team. Kai for 2 years and Luke for his senior year. Yeah, but they're all in college now. So
where's Luke in college?
Luke is at Purdue.
Oh wow.
So yeah, how's the newly minted Boilermaker?
Good. Yep, Boiler up. I'm learning all the lingo.
All right.
Hammer down. He's
Boiler up, hammer down. Okay.
He's doing well out there. He's studying engineering. He is also played Ultimate Frisbee, and a little plug for the
Ultimate team,
Arlington Pumas, who. Last year won the Division 1
Timeout Watertown, by the way,
national champions, and so Luke's continuing to do that in.
Well, we had a couple of Luke's fellow graduates coming in. Yep, Timeout Watertown, I believe, and they came in. Aiden Connolly and Henry
Malloy.
Henry Malloy,
who great.
They came through the booth. They're just one of the many luminaries that we've had coming through.
So you were not the first to make a plug for the Ultimate Frisbee team, and they actually were hoping the man with a hat trick tonight would make an appearance. I believe they wanted Nolan and Keegan. They were like, if Nolan and Keegan
to pick up the
banner
Frisbee baton and run with it. So I'm curious, Purdue. That's in North.
Oh, nice replay coming up right here. Here's
Indiana.
Keegan's third goal. What a strike right
what
there.
A rocket. And on that shot, that's so easy to hit that over the bar, right?
Yep.
And to get your knee over the ball and keep it low like that is impressive. Purdue's in the middle of nowhere, West Lafayette, Indiana, great town.
Yeah.
We have been out to visit.
The region. They call if you're from Indiana, they call that area the region.
The region, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you've heard that or not.
Beautiful campus. We really loved
Another,
it out there.
Oh, it looks like the here's the header right there.
The second goal, yeah.
Yep, right there.
That was the set piece goal from Fernando.
Fernando to Keegan.
Really, really important in this game, Peter. I've been ruminating over the mentality of a team that's tied 7 times.
Right.
And, really, really important that we got out to that 1 and then 2 goal lead. Because a team that's tied 7 times, I was saying, you've been in, you're playing in 1 goal games all along. And if you get into a situation that might be a little more skewed, like maybe that changes your mentality a little bit. But, a team, like I said, a team that ties 7 times, it's just an interesting psychology to me because they definitely have played up to opponents and they've definitely played down to opponents.
Right.
So, do your kids follow ACMi sports?
I'm not sure.
They should.
I think so. They probably.
I'm gonna be very disappointed if Kai and Luke are not tuned in right now. I mean, Luke, take a break from engineering and watch your team right now and listen to your dad.
Exactly.
Listen to your dad. Kai, it's his 2nd year out. Kai's an old pro. I know Kai's already watching up in Cornell, so I know he's watching. But also want to shout out Christian, who's, I didn't realize we have 2 sideline cameras going. So Constantina and Christian, whose son plays for the JV team, really great angle on Christian right here. Look that's the camera work from Christian right here, tracking the play right here as Koopman, the younger, steals it, brings it up the field. But Constantina and Christian really bringing in a new angle on the game. So ACMi, again, doing a great job.
Well, and it's a great platform, and say your grandparents would love to see you play, but they can't get to any game, or they can't get to a game at all, or live somewhere else. It's a great opportunity for them to pop in, watch the game, right?
Looks like we hopefully a cramp. Hopefully that's all we're looking at. Not nothing serious here. Number 10 for Watertown, Aiden Anchor, one of the seniors, sort of limping off. The trainer from Arlington taking a look. Looks like Aiden's okay, so good to see that.
Yeah, and
don't
Peter,
like
we've
to see
seen
guys.
This year, the Arlington team, they're hard on their opponents. I've seen at this time of the game a lot of cramping and maybe fatigue issues from the other team, and especially today, given the additional substitutions that have taken place, we might start to see more of that.
Yeah, and just watching this game, it's such a fast physical game, so you really have to be in shape.
Foley with a good cross behind Rohan, but Rohan picks it up, battles. Oh, good battle by Watertown.
You don't see many getting the better of Rohan.
Definitely do not. So again, 22 minutes, just under 22 minutes to play here. Arlington sitting on a 3-goal lead, but Watertown definitely still has signs of life here.
Guys, while there's a quick break in the action, I just wanted to say happy anniversary to my lovely wife, Marie. Today is our 20th anniversary.
Wow.
I love you. And she won't listen to this, but if she does, then there it is. And Keegan's going to score for us right now.
Oh, Keegan was looking for his 4th for you to celebrate. But Keegan heard you, and he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna try." And here's Fernando. Maybe Fernando's going to give you the
we need an anniversary goal.
The 4th goal here. Congratulations, Alex.
Thank
20
you very much.
20 years is a great milestone. Great rip by Leon, left-footed. over the crossbar. Looks like it might have had some shin-to-shin contact on one of the Watertown players, or maybe not shin-to-shin, maybe contact somewhere else that will bring you down very unpleasantly.
20 years is a significant milestone.
Yeah, it's the emerald. It's the emerald. That's the stone of the 20 year
Right.
anniversary.
So that gift is happening later tonight, right?
Yes.
Your emerald necklace.
Yes,
right?
we've.
They're going to go for a run around the emerald necklace, moonlit run around the emerald necklace.
Yeah. Google Maps. There's the emerald necklace. No, we had a nice. We've celebrated, and the weeks tend to be busy, so we've taken care of all that. And,
so the player down was my player to watch, the freshman, a freshman starting in the backfield for Watertown, playing a solid game so far. Number 23 here, Dara Brennick. So he's down. Looks like he's okay as well. So I'm going to guess we're going to see Dara come back into the game in a little bit.
Watertown, smaller high school than Arlington. Do we know how many students?
They're Div 3.
800 total, maybe is
I don't
my
know what
guess.
The cut points are. Let's get Tom Cloherty, Watertown teacher, on the phone and see.
So their teams tend to be more distributed in terms of grades, because if you're a good freshman, a very good freshman, you might be on the varsity team for Watertown, whereas that would almost never happen in Arlington just because there's so many kids.
I asked Raj earlier in the year if he remembers the last freshman that played for Arlington might have been your own son, correct? Yeah, which, we're talking about how many years ago? 5, 6 years ago? Yeah.
And
8.
Peter,
sorry, Raj.
Peter, what was your guess on
my guess for Watertown high population was 600 to 800.
600 to 800. Alex, you want to take a go? Cooper, you want to take any guesses?
What's your guess?
Raj
Cooper
probably knows.
What do you think?
Cooper's Nate, you want any guesses?
Cooper's laser
No, our ACMi crew is locked in, as the kids say.
I'm going to say 813.
Okay. 813. Wow. So Peter gives us a 200-person range.
Right.
According to what I could find, most recent figures listing it around 760 students in 9 through 12.
There you go.
All right,
okay.
Peter wins. Okay. According to Price is Right, I overbid.
And also,
Division 3 puts them in Division 3, but again, they're having traditionally Arlington or Watertown has not had a record quite this strong. Arlington's also usually played Watertown one of their first games of the season.
Right.
So interesting to see this sort of later season matchup, and I think a really good test for Arlington.
Yeah, Peter, did you see the Watertown Arlington game last year?
I'm trying to remember.
It was away.
I don't.
I caught the tail end of the game, and Arlington won 1-0 on the strength of a corner kick that went in directly.
Yes, I did see that game. I did see, and who took that kick? Jacob Naylor, left-footed, kind of curled it in. Yeah, I did.
In, and,
that was on that great field they have out there.
Yeah, and that's kind of like last year's team was fun and excellent. And they wound up, I think, ranked 20th at the end of the day. This team is ranked 23rd. This team, I think, is a more. They beat teams more comprehensively, and they play more games like this.
Right.
3-0, 2-0. Whereas last year's team, they were the cardiac kids, but they had a way of somebody like anybody, by hook or by crook, stepping up and coming up big in the late moments.
Watertown, I'm not sure if I already mentioned it, but also in the middle of a high school building project. So that's a big project for them that is going to be done.
Oh, great work by Koopman coming up the line. Gets it into Quincy. Quincy shoving the back play, and so that one's called 35 yards out. I think we're going to see a shot on goal. We got Dobro and Cotter, both who can take a strike from here.
Add the extra 15. Wait, extra 5.
Extra 5. Oh, yeah. Extra 5. Okay, so 40 yards out.
And there is a breeze. I can feel it.
They're sending Koopman in, so definitely they're sending Koopman the younger in, but looks like keeping two back. So Coach Yazio definitely not taking any chances, and Quincy goes left. And, just over the head of Keegan.
It's a good idea.
Good entry right there. Watertown Keep sends the team up.
And Peter, Keegan has agreed to play soccer at Skidmore next year.
Excellent. Yeah, there are.
Good piece of news for the team. I haven't heard any reports from any of the other seniors. I'm sure we would know it if there were commitments made.
I know Bryn Ryan. She is a freshman playing soccer at Skidmore this year. Also a Arlington High School soccer player on the girls' side.
And her dad and now brother, the voice of the Arlington girls soccer team. Yes,
Okay.
so Luke Ryan now in the booth, and I remember talking to Luke early on the Arlington Soccer Club night, and there's Sam Neal with a rip.
rocket.
Great save and good
Simon
way
Miller
to pick
followed
up the rebound by the
Producer
Arlington
Raj
keeper.
informing us, Evan Lee is also a Skidmore thoroughbred coming here from Arlington.
Evan Lee, his parents Stephen and Donna, excellent folks. Their family dog Indy is also one of the sweetest dogs that you will ever meet. So Indy, really nice dog. And nobody can forget Owen Lee, who was injured when Peter and Peter's older son and my older son were on the team. Missed all of junior year with a pretty severe injury, but Owen played senior year and is now a sophomore out at University of British Columbia.
Right?
Wow. You don't hear that very often.
Their mom is Canadian, so they have Canadian citizenship. So Owen, I believe, is in a computer science program out in BC, UBC. So he's doing great. And
beautiful country out there.
It is. And but yeah, Evan Lee also, I believe, just got back from London last year. He was studying in London as well. I've heard he's had a great time.
Junior year abroad.
Did his semester abroad.
Stay tuned for more tidbits about the Lee
family. Hopefully they're watching. I know Stephen also, another tidbit. Stephen is also a fellow Boston Public School teacher. He's been at it even longer than I have. Great math teacher for the students in Boston. So yeah. Oh, the Lee family, great Arlington soccer family.
I like what Coach Walters had to say about what he tells the kids, that the freshman class coming in, you always have to assume that they're better than the seniors. It just, Peter, and you're part of this culture, a big part of this culture. But, there are just, the culture is so strong here. There are so many very, very capable players coming up through the ranks, making this a successful program. And looks like the JV team is having some success this year also, with a very strong record. I think maybe 2 losses, to go along with 8 or 10 wins or something of that nature. I'm not sure about the freshman team, but there's always, for every, it's going to be hard to replace 17 seniors, don't get me wrong, but, for every one of these seniors, there's a freshman or a sophomore or a junior that's ready to come in and give it a try, and see if they can, keep making Arlington proud.
And if I was a junior, sophomore, or freshman, I'd look at that as a great opportunity. There's going to be a lot of spaces open on the team, and
next year, absolutely. Yeah. This year it was tough on those younger classes.
Oh yeah,
very tough, and my heart goes out to a lot of those kids that the juniors who are like my people. If you're all listening now, it's no shame in not making this team, and I hope you all stay engaged and there's going to be plenty of spots next year, and they're going to need you. They're going to need leadership.
Interesting Arlington High School sports trivia. Talking to the assistant AD Rich Thornton earlier before the match. They just had senior night on Friday for the boys football team. Any guesses how many seniors are on the boys football team?
Are we going to play again? Let's play. I'm going to say.
I will say 17.
Great save by the Watertown keep, who's kept at least 4 goals out today with stellar work. It looks like Cooper on the replay right here. Sam Neal, oh no, that's Keegan Maxwell looking for his 4th, and the keeper said, not tonight, not
and
tonight,
Keegan
not
with,
yet.
In addition to his hat trick, he's had 3 or 4 other really golden. He obviously we haven't gotten to man of the match, but I think it's a foregone conclusion at this point. But as far as I'm concerned,
Senior hat trick. So how many seniors are on the football team?
There are indeed 17 seniors.
As many as there are on the soccer team.
I got it exactly.
You got it. You and producer Raj both got it exactly.
I don't know.
Raj
I'm
might have known.
suspicious.
Raj might have been here for.
I don't know. I think this might be rigged. I don't know.
I'm starting to suspect that Peter might have been here as well.
How many dollars do I have in my pocket, Peter?
Further, any guesses how many senior cheerleaders there were that night as well?
Okay, hold on. 17?
17 on the football team. How many senior cheerleaders were there?
And my guess is also 17.
That would be a lot of cheerleaders.
I'm gonna say 9.
Cooper went with 7. Cooper is near, I think it was 8 from what Rich told me. So Cooper
wins.
Cooper wins right between Alex. One over again. Price is wrong
Cooper,
tonight.
Come on down, Cooper. You win some free pizza from Fiesta Bites.
Fiesta Bites again helping out the crew from ACMi. They showed up. It's a cold night here in the booth, and the pizza came in nice and warm.
Nice warm pizza.
Thanks again to Fiesta Bites, and always their support has been excellent this year. Right up on Park Ave and Mass Ave. If you're interested in supporting a local business, and we always give the shout out to La Victoria as well on Medford Street in Arlington. Don't go to their Belmont location. You can go to their Belmont location, but we love the Arlington one.
I mean, you can go there if you want inferior food to the Arlington location, but Colin Rayleigh back on at left back, and Sam Neal back on, and I am wondering if this is the team that started the game. It is not. ONG is up front too.
And 10 to go. So see if it looks like I know Sam Neal's hungry to get on the score sheet tonight, and Keegan has already taken a couple other shots at
awfully
number
nice
4.
of Sam to let Keegan score 3 goals tonight.
It has been.
Sam has a nose for the goal.
He's got. I know he's got at least 1 hat trick and 2 braces this year, and during the recent road trip, he scored a number of occasions. Including a nail in the coffin in the Lexington game, which Arlington was up 1-0. And, I think Josh alludes to it all the time, and Peter, you probably have witnessed it too, but that's quite an atmosphere over there at Lincoln Field.
Right.
Dobra with a rocket. ONG with the rebound. Can't quite connect on the left foot. Great setup by Leon Pinard. There's a cross from Keegan all the way over to Sam Neal. And Sam can't quite keep his foot, but gets the corner for Arlington.
Can we see that replay? That was a heck of a shot.
That was a rocket right there
from almost
Dobro.
Knocked the goalie backwards.
And the corner's in, quick corner. But we got the replay coming in, and
yeah, great save by the keeper. Keeper's had a good game. This is typical of what we've seen. Arlington just shelling the other team. I don't recall
steady pressure,
just steady erosion, and
And one of the differences in looking at this team is even though Keegan has a hat trick, seems like they have multiple goal scorers. A lot of people who can put the ball in the net. In the past, I remember when Aiden Sheehan was playing. He was such a dominant player, but I think the team would really almost rely on him to get the goal. But here, I don't think that's the case. I think
there's definitely standouts, Peter, this year, just from what I've seen at these home games. But there's guys who are getting a lot of goals. But it has been pretty well dispersed. Even the younger Koopman, the sophomore
he's
Koopman.
Got 3. Quincy has about 5 or 6, I think.
Quincy has definitely had an impact here.
Junior Alex Marcassini's got 3.
And
Kellen has 1. Some of the juniors that we aren't seeing. Ronan, my son, has a goal this year.
And a lot of Fernando and Rohan, lots of sort of setting it up from the back. So lots of sort of maybe not direct assists, but sort of the play was started from the back, and they just set it up really well. Like Dobro has done a really nice job setting up a lot of these. And here's Fernando. Diego's, I can hear him in the crowd. Hits
unlucky.
hits Owen in the numbers.
Wanted that pass to go through.
Yeah, Nathan Dobro has a goal this year. I mean, Nolan has a goal. You almost have to say who doesn't, which is no shade on those individual players. It's it's just there's the first Peter early in the season we were talking about. It was Sam and Keegan doing all of the scoring, and I said, when's somebody else going to score? And then pretty quickly thereafter, the goals started pouring in from lots of locations. Like Lucas is a great weapon on set pieces. He's scored 3 on set pieces this year. He's just the hungriest dog in the box, and just gotten to 3 of those balls.
Yeah.
So that's a huge thing. Open play, set pieces, long balls, intricate.
Alex sending Sam Neal right here. So Sam Neal, 2 guys on him. He's got Owen G in the middle. And he crosses, good cross, off the head of Owen G, and another superb save by the keep. Look at this.
Owen G.
Man of the match for Watertown tonight, I think, is their keeper.
He does a great job getting himself into position, gets ahead on the ball.
Excellent cross by Sam Neal, and a great play by Owen. Again, this is a 7-0 game or 8-0 game without the keeper in net tonight. 6 minutes to go.
Yeah, and I think Arlington getting out to that 2-0 lead kind of might have diffused this Watertown team just a little bit.
And Alex, looks like Foley, your man number 6, was he just came off the field. Looks like he might have taken a knee, might have a little bit of an injury here.
Well, let's see if another guy can come in and take a put a free kick. Did Foley get one on frame? He got one on frame, right?
Shea had a diving save off to the right. Not sure if that was Foley who took that one.
Yeah, it must have been.
Was that off the set piece?
Yeah.
That was off the set piece, so that was Foley. So here we are about just shy of 30 yards out, maybe 28 yards out with the bonus 5. Arlington's got their wall set.
This is a good spot for a set
Max
piece.
directing, and off the wall looks, and so no, not off the wall.
That one went into orbit. I think it just left the atmosphere.
It's so easy to do that when you're trying to strike a soccer ball that hard. Just to have it even at the pro league, you see it all the time.
Yeah.
So
the incredible feature of MIA games, the 5-minute clock is stopped, but we have the Raj clock still ticking. Peter, I don't think you've seen the Raj clock yet this year.
No,
so we do not have to wait for with anxiously to see when that clock is actually going to stop ticking, because producer Raj has set us up, and it just ticks away, keeps track of it.
Yeah, it functions just like any other clock.
Just like any other clock.
Well, I think looking ahead is the next and last home game, Lexington. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So
we've got
that's
Woburn on Friday, which
right.
was rescheduled. Winchester, I believe, on Sunday, which was rescheduled because of the Monday, and then Lexington and Belmont. So we've got the Holy Trinity coming up.
Right.
Lexington, Winchester, Belmont.
Right.
Teams that this team is obviously being undefeated. They've won all 3 of those games so far. And yeah, so 4 games left. I think this team, Woburn, you might have seen this game, but that was a tie.
Yep.
And so the only blemishes on their record were the BC High game and the Woburn game. So these guys might have a little something to say about Woburn.
Yeah, and not looking ahead too far.
Yeah, let's not look ahead. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Looking to the side, the girls varsity team, I believe I looked, is currently in a top 16 spot in the power ranking. So if the top 16 teams get a home match, so the girls having a solid season. Saw them loaded up on the bus, I assume to head over to Watertown for their game tonight.
Right. Home cooking at a Warren A. Peirce field.
And looks like the Watertown back tying his shoe, but he's back up.
Is your boy back on, Josh? Is that him, 23?
23.
The freshman?
I'm not sure. I think he has not come back on, actually, unless they moved him up the field. I don't think that is. Is that him? I don't think that is him across the field.
So Foley and 23 are two players to watch, both off the field for the final 2.5 minutes.
So is it the top 16 that get a home game?
That get a home game, correct.
Okay.
And anyone with a winning record gets a spot, even if you're out of the top 32.
Oh,
But
wow.
so you can get a home game if you're between seeds 17 and 32.
That's right.
They allow all teams with 500 records that are seeded below 32. So, I think when I looked, there were 9 teams that are seeded 33. So that means those 9 teams will go away to play at the bottom end of the 32 seed, if that makes any sense.
Here's Fernando right here.
So that's
See
how
if he can take a
Arlington
shot.
got-
Takes good entry pass, trying to get it to Sam Neal
So
just
we
ahead.
had a home game here last year.
Right.
That's because we were ranked 20th.
Right.
And we played a team that was above 500. They were ranked like
Exactly.
50th or something like
And
that.
Bridgewater this year, it was Bridgewater. They are in the top. They I think currently have slotted for a home match this year. They're in the
then
top 16, I believe.
If I'm remembering correctly, the second game when we lost to Framingham last year. Is that right?
Yes, and that the game. So we won the game as the 20th seed, and then that establishes the 32 team tournament after the play-in game.
I see. Yeah.
So 1 minute to go, according to the Raj clock, and right here, good run right there.
You'd almost prefer to be in the lower half of that 16 to 32, so you get a home game.
Yeah, right.
Nolan
right.
Koopman, slow to get
it's
up,
a great
limping
occasion.
a little bit.
This year, if you look, Arlington would not get a home game. They would go
right. Well,
straight to Concord Carlisle, but that's all going to change.
Hopefully that's going to change. And I will got a minute left here. Thanks, guys. This was a lot of fun. Thank you, Alex.
Peter.
Happy anniversary.
Peter, always.
Josh,
come by.
great to see you.
Peter, great to see you.
Great to see you. And thank you guys for all your work and everybody at ACMi for putting these games on. It's such a nice thing for the soccer community to stay in touch.
Can't wait to hear how the Headland children, what they think of tonight's broadcast as well, because I know they've been watching.
For sure. Okay, thanks, guys.
All right,
All right,
Peter.
Take care. All right, here we are.
right.
We're winding. We got about a minute left.
Or under a minute left. Looks like the Raj clock has stopped at 40, so now we are in sort of no man's land. This might be it right here. We've got a throw in for Watertown, but coming up very soon right here should be a whistle coming up, and that should mark the end. A successful outing for the Spy Ponders.
Great night for the team, Josh. The seniors got out there. Maybe some of the other guys got a little rest. A 3-0 win, as we know. The stepwise function of the algorithm rewards 3. I think they reward 3.
3
goal
is
differential.
Yep.
Of 3, more than 2, more than 1. So if we can keep that up, we've shown 0s over here on the Raj clock and showing 5 over there.
We did have a little bit of injury time, but this should be any minute now.
A couple timeouts as well.
Keegan sending it up, so Sam Neal, let's see, he's not going to give chase. No motion from the either referee yet. And one right there it is. That's the game. 3-0 Spy Ponders on senior night at WA. Is it Warren A.
Warren, yeah.
Warren A. Field. Warren A. Peirce Field. Great way for the 17 seniors on the Arlington boys team to celebrate tonight. Alex, takeaways and man of the match.
Man of the match, obviously Keegan Maxwell with the hat trick, galloping like a thoroughbred to be.
All the way to Saratoga Springs.
Saratoga Springs. And, good for him. What a great time to come up big here on senior night. And just a great occasion just to celebrate the dedication of these young men, and more almost as importantly at their parents as well. As we're looking through highlights, Watertown had a chance or two, but Arlington had many chances, such as that one that didn't go in. A pretty comprehensive victory. I was wrong. I thought it would be 1-1. I was way off.
Hey, I thought 2-1 Arlington. I said 3-1.
You win that one.
I guess Price is right.
Yep.
But again, Alex, I think having been been the parent of a senior on this team as well, I think a shout out to all the parents. It's a really special thing to be able to watch your children play sports up through high school. So shout out, and especially to the parents of the senior captains who helped make the celebration possible, organizing, getting the students and all the teachers at AHS as well who were recognized today. Mr. H getting a lot of accolades from 3 of the players, but
yeah, keep up the good work, Mr. H.
Really liked how we recognize the teachers who've had an impact as well on these players. So real solid group effort tonight. 3-0 win. I think I think Harry and Aiden both would, or at least Harry would definitely be happy with our call of Keegan as the man of the match. Harry, the clear hot take of Keegan with man of the match.
Indeed.
And David on the sideline as well. Look at that, running across the field. At the age of 60, still clicking out 630 miles. He promises definitely maybe, this is his final season on the sideline. David did a great job. Smooth flow of the game tonight.
Here come the seniors.
Love the big heads as well. I think they're too close to see. It's become a tradition for Arlington. Giant heads of your player that you get to take home with you and hang on the wall. So a 3-foot large poster of your son's face can hang on the wall with you forever. And who doesn't want that?
Yeah. Okay, that's it for us. Josh, it's a pleasure as always, and I'll see you for Lexington.
Excellent. Looking forward to it, Alex.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody. We're off.